Hi, I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you need to know today. I'm going to be showing you how to set up the Rockwood HW 277 model. But before we do that, we got to get this thing moved out. Alright, so we're going to be taking this thing out and getting it set up. But before we do that, some things you might want to do is take a walk around your camper. Make sure there's nothing loose or anything that's going to fall off that you may have left on top or anything like that. And make sure there's nothing that's going to puncture your tire, like screws or anything like that either. You also want to check your tire pressure in your camper. Make sure the tire pressure is correct before you get on the road. The last thing you want to do is get down on the highway and blow out a tire. It's going to make for a bad start to your vacation. So let's go ahead and get this thing set up, and you can see how to do it. Okay, so now I'm going to put the stabilizers down, and I got myself an adapter here so I don't have to use the hand crank. So it's really nice to have a drill when you go out camping. It makes your life a lot easier. So we're just going to lower it. All right, we're just going to go around the vehicle doing that. So let's go ahead and show you the process in which we pop up the camper. It's quite simple. We're going to go around, match all the pop-up. Let's just see how that works. We'll just start right here. Simply pull this down, take that off, come back around here. One more to go. Once they're all unlatched, then we're going to go back to the front and we're going to go to the switch. This is where the fun happens. So here we go. This does come with a little cable. This little red cable lets you know when the pop-up is at its highest level. So you want to pay attention to this. And it's important to not let this go taut, because that does stretch out your cable. And that can wear on your cable system. And once a cable is stretched, it doesn't have the same strength afterwards. So you want to leave a little bit of slack in there. Just a little extra tip for you. So we're going to stop it before it gets to that. Just a little bit more. All right, so you can see we've got a little bit of slack in it. There's not a lot of tension. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and get our poles so we can slide out our beds. Now the black ones, the black knobs are the ones that go on the back. We're going to do the white ones first, because those go in the front. The white ones are the front ones. You can see that on there. All you simply do is, the first thing you do is they're going to put this right in this little notch on top. And then you've got these different settings here so you can adjust the elevation in case you're on a little incline or wherever. We're just going to put it in the middle position. You're going to see how simple this This really is. So you're just gonna grab your strap. Pulling right out. Make sure I'm not getting hung up on anything. There's a little locking pin. Sometimes they like to slide out. So if you feel any resistance, go ahead and stop and then continue on. There we go. So it's at its full position. Now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing in the back. Okay, so now that this is all the way out, we're going to go ahead and lock our pins in. So we got little pins that go in here. Now I'll show you from the inside. It might be easier for you guys to see it. So I'll show you from the inside. But we'll go ahead and we're going to go ahead and slide this out. This is our dining area. You simply just grab this, just pull it straight out. All right. All right, good. Once you got it all the way out, there's these little pins you got to put in. So I'm going to put these little pins in here. This cotter pin, one on each side. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and put this down. Start putting these on here. Velcro. And this will cover better once it's completely popped out. Just like so. All right. I'm gonna cover this hose here. This is our hose for our vent for our toilet. It's down too. Just gonna cover this right here. I'll come back and get the rest of that with a ladder. It's always good to have a little step stool on ladder. I have one inside. Make sure everything's all sealed up too, because you don't want any little critters getting in, so we'll just close that up. And we're gonna go ahead and cover this up here. And you got this piece here, and you're gonna do simply just take this and you just pull it over into the corner. And there's a little button on the bottom here. Just snap it into that. And then you just run this right along. Do the same thing on this side. So this little rope here, we're going to attach that in a moment. Just bring this around here, attach that there. just run this right along here. And then this piece right here kind of just holds it in place. So we just pass this little cable. It's got a little bit of a bungee to it. And we just hook it right on here, right there. And once you got that, then you just go ahead and finish this off by pulling this down. And then we're going to continue on with this. We're going to go ahead and store our, so for this pop-up here, it has a different door that we're going to install. This door is used just for basically transporting. So we're going to take this door off. It just pops right off. And it gets stored right underneath here. They really thought of everything when they built these. So we're just going to slide it right in here. It's got a little holder. Slide that right there. And then you just take this right here and just wrap it right around there. That's it. It's a little strap. We're not going to put our step down just yet. We're just going to keep going here. And we got just one more corner to do here. We're getting close. Granted, I'm shooting a video so you folks can, learn how to do this. But when you go to do this on your own, you'll find that it only takes about 20 minutes to do the whole pop-up setup. 30 minutes if you're taking your time. It's a great thing to do with families too. Get the kids involved. All right, just want to zip that up. All right. All right, now that we got everything ready to go on the outside, now we're going to go ahead and take out some stuff we use for camping. We like to store all our stuff in a bag. So that's all our pillows. Broom, need a broom. All right, so the step, it's pretty simple. You just simply kind of lift it up, pull it forward, and then flip this one over and down. Pretty simple to get in there. And then your handle, you're going to want to pop this out, and that gives you a nice, something really sturdy to hold on to. So let's go ahead and go inside and see how the rest of this goes together. So as I had mentioned earlier, what you want to do is lock these pins. So you couldn't see it from the outside, so I'm showing from the inside. But these pins here is they prevent the bed from coming forward. So what we're going to do is just lock these pins in place. There's 4 of them, 2 on each bed. And right there. There we go. I'm going to do them over here. And this one is just a little bit there. It's all the way in, but just needs a little, I think I need to adjust it on the outside. Okay, so moving on. So these are the poles, and this is where it all kind of comes to life. So you're going to do is you're simply going to find the arm in here, and you're going to, now this does require a little bit of pressure, and you'll see what I mean in a moment here. You can see how quickly that just pops out, but this piece right here just kind of hooks into this little hook, and you do have to apply a little pressure. So I'm just going to hop up here and pull at the same time while I push to get it in there. And we're just going to do the same thing now over here with our pop out on the sides. I just put that right in there. And the more you do this, the easier it gets. All right, I'm going to kind of stand up here for a second. And like I said, it does require a little bit of pressure there. And we'll go ahead and knock out the last one. We like to store these underneath the bed. It just keeps them out of the way. Keeps the canvas from getting torn too while you're putting the pop-up away. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm just gonna stand up here. And there we go. Got it in. Okay, so continuing on, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to set up the bathroom. It's really pretty simple. You just simply pull this out here, go up, and then you're going to do is push this back, and then you just bring it down here a little bit like that. You set this on top here. And then you lift this side up. My wife did, she got a little sticky thing so she could hang like a little picture on here. She got a really nice picture. You could do the same thing. All right, so now we just got to put the door in. So you can see these are little latches right here. They're going to go in here. And then there's a little lip on the bottom here. So we're just going to simply just put this thing right on here. Make sure we get both sides. Just twist that. Just like so. Voila. We have a bathroom. So you can see the toilet and everything in there, and of course my wife has all the stuff stored, so when we get to where we're going we set it up. It's like a little hiding place there for stuff. It's a very functional bathroom, works really good, and there's a little shower in there. There's a little curtain that you can attach on top here, and you would just stand in that little area right there while you take your shower, but that would prevent water from getting outside with the curtain. So you can see how that works. Okay, so let's continue on here. We're going to go ahead and set up our dining room table. So it's pretty simple. Just lift these pillows up like so. Get this over here. Let's just go right here like that. My wife likes pillows, so she likes to make it like home, which is nice when you're out camping. Just set these up here to the side for the moment. And just throw that up there. Go. So this goes right here, so like so. And by the way, this is an area that's designed for sleeping. So if you got small children, or you could, sleep an adult on here too. Might be a little tight, but it can be done. All right, so this is your table. So we're just gonna pull this out here. We store our extra stuff. There's that seat I was telling you, a little step stool for outside. It's always good to have a little step stool. And table we set up outside by our grill because we like to do a lot of grilling outside. Just simply grab these poles here, just set them right in there. Doesn't matter which side you put, they're both the same. And then we just take our table, just line it up the back one first. All right, once you got that, you just put them on there like so. And now you got yourself a nice table to sit around with the family. The last thing I need to show you though is how to put the door in. So this is probably going to be your most frustrating thing to do, but it's not that difficult. So I'm going to show you here in just a moment. So the first thing you have to do is you just twist this latch that's up here. Right here, you got to get that straight. And then you want to do is kind of hold this and undo these little latches here, okay? Now this thing is not going to fall down because it's got cables that hold it up. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a moment. See, it's holding itself up, right? Okay, so now I'm going to do is I'm going to just lift this up. A lot of people struggle with this. I don't think it's that difficult, but it does take a little practice. So you can see that this door runs on these little tracks here. So we're just going to go ahead and move it out. You kind of have to put it outside first, and then you kind of come back in afterwards. Let me just open this up here. So I've found that if you open the door, you'll find that this will be a lot easier for you. So you just want to make sure you kind of put this here, because you kind of have to pull this in order to make this work. So just kind of lift this in here, and there's those little latches that you twist on the inside. Maybe we can get a close-up on that. See these little latches right here. So by opening the door, then you're able to pull this in, and then you're able to twist this in place. I'll show you the next one up top here so you can see it right here. We're just going to twist that on. That keeps the door in place. We already got that side. We're going to go ahead and do this side here too. So now that we have our door in place, I'm going to go ahead and complete it by putting our Velcro around here. This way we keep our little critters out, mosquitoes and all that good stuff. Make sure you do it on both sides. Obviously it's going to require me going outside on this side because I can't reach around the door. And there are 2 more latches up top here. I'm just going to go ahead and get these. Okay. Let's fix this right here. Not that getting in the way of the door. Won't close right otherwise. And there you have it. Our pop-up is ready to go and we are all set. I hope you enjoyed what you just seen, and I hope you smash that like button and subscribe to my channel, because this is what you needed to know today.